So today we thought we'd do something a little different. Usually when we take a new listing, we do a virtual tour. But in certain cases, such as this one today, we have a celebrity who's owned the house for over 45 years, and we thought it'd be a good idea to interview him and get his take on his career and also on living at 65 Harbour Square. So, Dr. Giff, I know you are a well-known name and you've got a lot of followers, but maybe you could introduce yourself to everybody here and tell us about your career.
Well, I'm Dr. Ken Walker, alias Gifford-Jones, and I'm a graduate of University of Toronto, and then I went down to the Harbour Medical School,
right,
and spent 4 years there in Boston, which was great. Then I went to the University of Rochester for a year of general surgery, and then I became a ship surgeon and hotel doctor. And the reason I did, I was broke. And then I went to the Montreal General for another year of surgery. And after the Montreal General, I went back to Harvard and took 3 years of gynecological surgery.
What would you say your most significant accomplishment to the field would be?
Being a good surgeon.
Terrific.
And I hope a truthful, honest, general, journalism. In these days, journalism is not getting as many students, but I think I've been a good, honest journalist.
Now we're sitting in your lovely living room, looking out over on the waterfront and seeing the boats go by and the beautiful autumn colors. Let me ask you a few questions about this particular suite. My first question would be, what would you say to anybody looking to buy a condominium down on the waterfront? What would you say that you like the most about it?
Location, right on the water.
Right.
And you know, there aren't not many 3 bedrooms on the water.
No, that's true. Can you tell me, 45 years of living here, you must have a ton of amazing memories here. Maybe you could highlight 1 or 2 of your favorite memories of being here to us.
I think one of my favorite memories was sitting on the floor over there, no rugs or anything on the floor, on a concrete floor. My wife was happy because she was used to living and had been born in Toronto. I took my lady over to Niagara Falls for a while. She was happy to be back here.
Right.
And the first thing we did was open a bottle of wine right over there and sat there having a drink on the floor.
Very nice. I love that's still ingrained in your memory.
Yes.
One of the things I love is that you, in many respects, were ahead of your time when you bought here 45 years ago. And that is, you raised how many children in this condominium?
4.
4 children in a condominium, whereas back then, people really didn't raise families in condominiums.
Yes.
Now you're seeing the city evolving to that, but how did your children like that?
They loved it. There was never any problem. My kids use the tennis court here all the time. Right. And one of my boys was a swimmer and used the pool a lot. So there was never no tears from them.
No shortage of things to do. It's like having your own club right within your condominium.
Yes.
That's great. If I were to ask you, if you could send a message right now to the next owner of this amazing condo, what well wishes or advice would you give them?
I would hope they would be as happy as my wife and 4 children have been here. We've been blessed.
One of the favorite things that I've learned from working with you was learning about your background, your medical history, and one of my favorite things now is every week I get your medical commentary and advice. Right. And I think it's something that another 7 million people should probably sign up for, and you can find it at docgiff.com. Well, Doc Giff, I've really enjoyed this. I'm so excited that we did something a little different than the typical virtual tour of a place that we have for sale. And we actually get to meet the owner who's been here for decades and find out a little bit about what you've liked about the place and also your very unique history and career. So I appreciate your time and look forward to the next chapter.
I appreciate having this interview with you, Jim. And would you like to buy a condominium?